to get you the best answer for the interview questions, right? So I just created this program called Scrum Master Interview Mastery. So what happens in this one? This is a 3 full day program. 27, that is coming on this Friday, coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days, full days, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Is a session like almost 8 9 hours that we are going to cover this whole topic. First, going to be basics of Scrum and Agile, and I'll tell you what is going to cover in that one. So there is the role of a Scrum Master. How do you act and behave like a Scrum Master? What is safe PA planning, and what is the iteration execution means? What is the innovation and planning iteration, etc. All these things will be covered in 3 days, right? So this will let me cover with all basics of Scrum and Agile. What we look at it, what is a Scrum Master role and how to become a confident Scrum Master. What is the feature of Scrum Master role? In the era of AI and everything, and salary expectation, and how to get a Scrum Master job, and basic Agile development concepts and Scrum basics, all Agile theory topics. I'm just going to tell you all Agile theory topics, what I'm going to cover in that. And one more important thing is how to remember some of these answers. So you might have a theory. Some of you are really working as a Scrum Master, then will be getting it. But even though you might be a working as a Scrum Master, you might not be teaching all the topics. So how do you remember that? For example, how do you remember Agile Manifesto? And how do you use it in the interview answers? How do you use the Scrum values and remember Scrum values and build this into answers? 12 Agile principles, Scrum, Kanban, SAFe, Agile team in SAFe values, SAFe configurations. How do you calculate that? How do you remember these epic features, stories, tasks, subtask? And how do you answer those things, right? And feature and story rating. How do you rate a good feature and good stories? And how to remember enabler stories, and how to remember what are the techman stages of team development, and how do you use that in your answers, and talking about risk, impediments, issues, dependencies, and examples, real-time examples for that one, agile estimations, poker planning, and capacity, load, velocity, all those things, theory topics, and how do you remember that? Then we'll get into the role of a Scrum Master, characteristics of a Scrum Master, how to build high-performing teams, how to conduct the team events, coaching agile team and powerful questions, and practice coaching, real-time practice of coaching, and collaborate with other teams, resolve conflicts. When I say real-time practice of coaching, each one of you will do a coaching to another person and practice the coaching. So normally we don't really get an opportunity to coach it, and in any questions comes on the interview for coaching, you will have to rely on the theoretical answer. No, we'll get a real practical hands-on coaching experience, right? And PA planning, coming to PA planning basis, how to conduct PA planning visualizations, draft PA planning plans, final PA plans and business value, final plan review and PA objectives, and facilitating PA planning. All this will be covered. And iteration execution, planning the iteration, track the iteration progress, refining the backlog, facilitating the iteration review, facilitating relentless improvement, supporting DevOps and release on demand, all these topics. And along with the last one is finishing PA, coaching the IP iteration, prepare the team for inspect and adapt, and problem solving workshop, safe completion, and the certifications exams if required, and Q&A closure. This whole topics covering for 3 full day training, right? So it's coming on 27, 28, and 29. And the best part of this whole training is completely interview oriented. So every topic I'm covering, I'll tell you what kind of an interview question will come and how do you answer that question, right? And we'll have a lot of breakout rooms and practice, etc. Last month when we had conducted, more than 70 people attended the training and got really phenomenal feedback on that one, right? So what you will get in this one? So 27 hours of training, 3 days of expert training plus or 3 days of training, covering all interview focused training, complete safe methodology. This is completely talking about safe methodology, included real-time examples and non-IT examples, and breakout room interview questions and QA practice question and practice sessions, optional Scrum Master certification if you want, detailed visualization of Scrum events and all of them. Some of you are not done the Scrum events, you can get this one soon. Let's look at it. What is the value of this program very quickly? I am very cognizant of time, like, just 5 more minutes, right? So Scrum Master Interview Mastery Program value. So it's basically 27 hours of 3 days of program. Anywhere it can cost you around 23,000 in market, any training, right? So we'll have a question answers, materials, and a doubt clarification session and everything. It could be in at least 38,000 rupees. It can be costed. So this is 3 days of training cost you 38,000 rupees, but I have a deep discounted on this one price for this one. It's actually, I'm charging only less than 2,000 rupees per day for this whole training. So anybody who's interested to join on this one, 3 full days training, this is for sure. There are already people registered for it, so who can register for this one. And I'm sending the link in the chat window. Who are clear, and I can add you to WhatsApp group, and once we make the payment, you can I will add you to the WhatsApp group. And 1 second, let me put this. Okay, so this is something which, if you are considering, you are attending interviews and probably your interview answers are not really meeting that answer, or you getting a little more clarification, or you want things, I definitely wanted you to consider this one. Oh no, that's not the case, and I'm already getting interviews and everything. I think that's all fine. Okay.